My name's
Uwe Müller and I'm the exterior designer for the new Opel Astra Sports Tourer. When I get an idea, I grab a piece of paper and sketch it out. Then I usually take that and rework it, start brainstorming and adding a few things to it until it turns into a precise sketch, which then gets made into a scale model. Overall, we've created a very sporty, coupe-like design with the Astra Sports Tourer that's also very flexible and delivers a high level of everyday utility. Here we have the prominent grille and the expressive headlamps with the so-called eagle eye look. Together they give the Astra Sports Tourer a very individual identity that also integrates nicely in the successful new Opel design language. I'm inspired by furniture design. I love art exhibitions. And a lot of times it's simply things that you see walking down the street or maybe in books of photography, sculpture, all kinds of different things that reach out and give me the inspiration to go and try out a new shape. We're striving to create an automotive design that isn't just trendy, but is modern and has a certain timelessness. You have to like your car for a few years and not just for next season. In the doors, we also see the inverted blade feature. Together with the falling roofline, it creates a very strong visual signal. Here you see the shoulder line that extends along the side of the body into the sculpted rear end and its typical V form. We have this wonderfully formed rear fender that really highlights the wide track and gives the car a very sporty character. And the rear light units harmonize with the tailgate to create a very energetic overall impression. What still fascinates me is that we're not creating a static object, but a car, a moving object that drives through different lighting situations. I especially like the fact that we've created a car where you don't have the feeling that someone took the front end of a compact and stuck a backpack on it, but that the car really is harmonious. The front and rear ends go together well, and I think that in spite of the large cargo area that the Astra Sports Tourer has, we've been successful in still keeping the car sleek and elegant on the outside. My name's Bert Finkbeiner and I'm a chief interior designer at Opel. Music's a big inspiration for me. Design and music are seamlessly interconnected. You could always find new ideas or new concepts. The whole thing flows wonderfully. I believe that music and design, or the language of forms, are very closely related. The interior design theme is like an arc that wraps around the driver. It flows from the instrument panel to the doors and back to the center console. We call it the blade theme. Music is very similar to design. The rhythm and basic structure are there and are then filled with melody, and together they form a kind of rhythmic flow. And that's very similar to the design process. A good form can be read seamlessly from beginning to end, without interruption, and is therefore very pleasing to the eye. Here we are at the model. A lot of times I'll bring a sketch too. This is the point that the clay modeler comes in and transfers the sketch into the third dimension. It's really important to me that everybody involved brings their opinion and their creativity into the process. It's these people that hold the gold in their hands and transform these thoughts and sketches. My name's Ralph Brown. I'm a modeler at Opel. In my job, I work with a great deal of very different forms, and here in my garden, I'm surrounded by flowing forms. I strive for a harmonious garden, and that's what we do at the company. We strive for harmonious models. I see how things develop and can influence their development. It's a lot like my work. This is a special clay, a mixture especially suitable for models. The clay is kept warm in the oven at 60 degrees so that it's very malleable. We put it on layer by layer, letting each one cool before adding another until I have the thickness I need. Then I start sculpting. A good clay modeler goes to the object and says, just take a little bit off there and then you have it. In a way, I'm the designer's tool. The designer gives me a sketch and says, I'd like it to look like this. And it's my job to make it look like that. This shape inspired me because it's very, very flowing. And it's precisely this flowing form language which is mirrored in the interior. We have a center stack that is tilted at 30 degrees, chrome-ringed instruments, decor, surfaces. You see that we're at a really high level here. Another highlight is the backlighting in the center console and the doors. Dialogue is very necessary. We talk a lot. We talk about surfaces, about form tension and gap dimensions, and the Alias modeler has a very, very good understanding of surfaces, and you can really get into the minute details and get the very best out of it.
Mein Name ist Wolfgang Blunk.
My name's Wolfgang Blunk. I'm an Alias modeler. It was my job to develop all the components of the interior, to create the models in 3D, and to evaluate and present them. The challenge that I face when I'm doing an Ironman triathlon is similar to the challenge I face in my job. There's a big task ahead of me, a major goal, and the only way to get it done is by moving forward step by step, to prepare and train and implement one step at a time. One of the biggest challenges was all the variations, left-hand drive, right-hand drive, all the different equipment levels of the consoles, and then manual transmission or automatic, and to put all those variations together into a whole that looks almost the same, but allows all the different versions to be built. That was challenging and fulfilling. People's needs don't always remain the same. They change the same way that people change, and that always drives you as a designer. When you look at the car from the outside, you don't notice that the cargo area is as large as it is. That was important to us. We had a lot of discussions about it. Not just the designers, but engineers and ergonomists too. All of them contributed to creating a solution to this challenge. The Easy Access cover gives you quick access to the luggage area without having to fully retract the unit. Just tap the handle and the cover will automatically move up and out of the way. The first in segment flex fold rear seat system lets you fold down the seat backs at the push of a button. It works using spring force. The luggage compartment is very large at 500 litres. Fold down the 60-40 split rear seat backs and you can expand that to 1,000 litres. The new Opel Astra Sports Tourer is the only station wagon in the compact class that is available with ergonomic sport seats that have been orthopedically certified by an independent institute.
My name is Kirsten Rösner, and I'm a colour and trim designer at Opel. Everything can be inspiring. A great shop, a well-designed cafe. I like to go to the smaller shops. That's where you find the smaller labels that are doing especially creative work, with special details, special fabrics and materials. I'm always on the lookout for innovative ideas from all kinds of different areas, whether it be fashion, jewellery or furniture design. I love well-crafted things with an eye for detail. The interior of the new Opel Astra Sports Tourer offers a high level of comfort and quality that is just not usually found in the compact class. With the Sports Tourer, I make sure that the colours match, that the materials go well together, and that there is an overall harmony in colour and the quality, touch and feel. We have warm and cool styles. You can find modern and top-grade colours and upholstery. We offer a wide range of decors and finishes to complement trim selection and seat fabrics, like, for example, the interior decor Palladium and Matrix Cocoa. We also feature double top-stitched seams with contrast stitching.
Opel. Wir leben Autos.